Every year, people make the same fitness goal, train harder. But most fail because recovery gets ignored, especially connective tissue that muscles depend on to grow. Frog Fuel was developed by Navy SEALs and perfected by a Stanford-trained scientist, delivering 15 grams of nanohydrolyzed collagen protein that digests in just 15 minutes. It's science-backed and ready to drink. No mixing, no sugar, no junk. This year, don't just train harder, recover smarter. Go to frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable.
You're listening to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network. I know you're probably tired of hearing people say, new year, new me. However, it can be a new year and a new you. Everyone is trying to get back into the gym. They're trying to do some weight loss things. You may have also heard of GLP-1s. Well, our friends over at Ro has gotten you covered with the new GLP-1 pill. The pill is a new, more convenient and approachable way to GLP-1s if you've been thinking about it. A self-administered shot can be a bit intimidating. But now there's a pill that delivers comparable results. If you've been thinking about getting on a GLP-1, Ro might be the way to do it. They have 100% online care, access to clinically proven, FDA-approved medications, free insurance checks, side effects management, dosing support, and more. Ro offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. The new GLP-1 pill has the same weight loss ingredient as the shot and packs comparable results to the shot. It can help patients lose 14% of their body weight in a year on average. This is based on a study in non-diabetics with obesity or overweight plus a weight-related condition with diet and exercise. You may have also seen Serena Williams talk about collaborating and endorsing Ro as well. As a world-class athlete, she also wanted to drop pounds after having children. If I had needed this particular option, this is what I would use. A pill versus a shot? Why not? Go to ro.co/Kempire to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/Kempire to get started on Ro. Go to ro.co/safety for box warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medication. More details on your discount and more will be available in the description. And we're back. Hey guys, welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. Shout out to the one person that came in and disliked the video. Haters gonna hate. But we have 88 people that have already liked the video. This is a special Thursday afternoon live. Guys, can you hear me, see me, all the good things? I see myself, I hear myself, all that good stuff. Let me know in the chat. Shout out to all of you that are here for this special live. It's not planned, but if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts on some of the hot topics that we will be talking about. It's really going to be a Bravo-related recap here in regards to ratings, in regards to drama, all of that. There's also the Real Housewives of Rhode Island trailer that just came out. And guys, I don't think I would be able to distinguish who's who. The only person I'm probably going to be able to distinguish is Dolores and her friend that looks just like her. That is it. That is it. All right. But anyway, more information on one of our sponsors, Ro, will be available in the description. Shout out to all of you that are already here. Thank you. All right. We hit 127 likes. I see you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Hey, Rita's in the building. Foxy's in the building. What's going on? Hey, Kendra. Thank you. Kendra's letting me know. You hear me, you see me. Perfect, perfect. All things working. Thank you, Angel. Well, for now. Look, the wire. Let's see if the wire is going to hold up today. I haven't changed it yet. I should just change it. So just to get this done with. Because I'm not even sure if it's the mechanism that connects the wire or is it the wire. I don't know why I'm keeping it. Literally, I have the replacement. All right. This is live. I saw you, Toya. I saw you. There's a lot of Married to Medicine news going on. Rita says, love from Germany. Shout out to everyone. Be sure to let me know where you guys are watching from as well. I want to get into all the things that I want to talk about. And if I forget something, I'll talk about it maybe tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, no promises. I'm not really interested in talking about Beverly Hills. But I am really interested in talking about the traders. So I probably will go live or do a pre-record. I'm not sure. I don't know. Sometimes I want to go live. Sometimes I don't want to go live. You know. It's a lot of work. This is live. Okay. All right. All right. I see you guys. Pageant Mommy says, why will hold up? Manifesting. Thank you. Exactly. I'm also standing today because I need to stand more. I went to the chiropractor. I'm not sure if the sitting in this particular chair that y'all trying to call out for being expensive, apparently it's not great. Look, I'm gonna do some squats. No. All right. Shout out to Los Angeles in the building. Seattle's in the building. East Street, where's East Street? Maryland's in the building. Toronto. Shersta, did I not realize that you were in Toronto? Maryland's in the building. Okay. All right. I see you guys. All right. Let me get to some of the things that I wanted to talk about that I maybe haven't had a chance to talk about, including if you're a Club Kempire baddie. For those that don't know what that is, Club Kempire is the paid subscription on Apple Podcasts. You don't have to have an Apple device because you can go to the Apple website to subscribe, like Rita. Rita has done it from Germany. So you can be a Club Kempire baddie because I have been spilling a lot of Ultimate Girls Trip tea. And I talk about Bronwyn's relationship. I'm not going to talk about it here just for legality reasons, okay? For legal reasons, I'm not going to talk about some of the things that I kind of alluded to in the Club Kempire episode that I just dropped yesterday. But I think we are all on the same page and happy for Bronwyn, right? Bronwyn has a new man, y'all. Brandon Good is a model, okay? That's all I know him for. He was on the cover of Playgirl with Countess Luann. Did y'all know that? Okay. All right. I see. All right. He apparently he's in the Housewives world. He knows Countess Luann, or at least he did some photos with her. But knowing Countess Luann, she probably flirted with him. Sidebar, speaking of Countess Luann, you did see the announcement yesterday? Yeah, yesterday or Tuesday. They made the announcement, The Golden Life with Kelly Ben Simone, Ramona Singer, Countess Luann, Sonia Morgan. Who am I missing? It doesn't matter. Dorinda's not a part of it. Dorinda's still in the Bravo Universe family. As you know, she's on the current season of Traitors as well. Who did I miss? I feel like I'm missing someone. I said Countess Luann. I said Ramona. I said Kelly Ben Simone. I said Sonia Morgan. There's someone else. Who am I missing? Oh, Jill Zarin. I forgot about Jill. Jill Zarin. She's going to be a part of it. It's going to be on E. E used to be owned by NBC Universal. It's no longer owned by NBC Universal. It's moved over to this new parent company, Versant. I can't imagine they're getting paid a lot for this. It's going to be following their lives as friends in Palm Beach. So really, it's going to give members only Palm Beach. We shall see. I have no promises, y'all. No promises that I'll be watching or even recapping it. But I know a lot of fans have been wanting the OGs and, yesteryear to come together and do a show. So this is what's going to happen. I just found it weird that they use like old Roni photos for the announcement. I was like, y'all couldn't do like they haven't started filming yet, but y'all couldn't get promo shots from something? Y'all couldn't do a quick promo shoot? Like you could do promo shoots now. This is not like it was in the 90s. I could go right now and do a whole photo shoot in my own apartment, okay? With my camera on my phone, with my camera phone. So I just don't understand why we couldn't get but anyway, I digress. But maybe they bought the rights to those. They had to. I would hope, right? I don't know. All right. Moving on from there. I'll go back to what I was originally talking about, Bronwyn. So Bronwyn has launched this new relationship with this new guy who was a model, Brandon Good. Are you guys familiar with Brandon Good? I was not until now. But everyone is happy for Bronwyn. Including me. I'm very happy for Bronwyn. He's younger. He's younger than her, but everyone's saying that he's making her look a little bit younger. Okay. Then I said to myself, well, that is a major upgrade to go from the Todd father to that. Okay. From the Todd father to that. Todd, I don't even know where that left eye is looking, but it's there. No kissing and farting, no farting and kissing, no gout D. I also think that Bronwyn dressed because she was with an older man. So she did kind of dress that way, but it looks like she's ready for whatever this is going to be. How old is Brandon Good? How old is Brandon? Let me look that up. Can we find that out? How old is Brandon Good? Brandon Good. How old is he? He's 32. Okay, she's 40. All right. That's not bad. That's not bad. What do you guys think? I mean, look, I don't think that Bronwyn should take this serious. She's coming out of a very long relationship and marriage. I don't think she should be taking this very serious. If anything, it should be a good time. Break my back. Give me what this man never gave me. You know what I mean? Yes. Enjoy every minute of it. But Bronwyn, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. I know you're going to go in there like a G and be like, yeah, this is just for a good time. And then you're going to catch feelings. You're going to catch feelings, okay? This is just for a good time, all right? This is just for a good time. Apparently, he's also friends with Christian Siriano, and you know Bronwyn is a good friend of Christian Siriano as well. So maybe that's how they got connected. I mean, that pose is giving something else, but...
How you doing?
I don't know. That pose just giving me something else. Just Jules says age is just a number. I don't know if I believe that. I'm okay with age differences and age gaps and things like that. But I do think you will notice a difference if you are in your 40s dating someone in your 20s. Because yes, and there are old souls and there are people that are very mature in their 20s. But I just think realistically, I've always said, if you're in your 20s, you should be dating it up, dipping in, doing it, traveling, doing all the things in your 20s, not settling down in a relationship unless that is what you want. There are some people that are just not made for that, and they just want a serious relationship, and they move like that. But a lot of you 20-year-olds are not moving like that. A lot of you 20-year-olds are dipping in and doing it with everyone, okay? As you should, okay? Wear protection. I mean, look, do all the things. Suzanne says that Christian set him up. Yeah, I figured. Coco says, is he a working model like Popular? I recognize his face, but we also have to keep in mind, male models are not the same as female models, okay? They don't make the same bank. It's much harder to be a male model versus a female model in regards to making money. I mean, of course you can, but I don't know. Again, I don't want her to take this as a serious relationship. I think that she should just be having a good time. Okay? Here you go, Mr. Melon Magic. Sir, you're about to get blocked because now it's giving stalker. He says, Kemp doesn't doesn't like them in their 20s. Allegedly 27 is too young based on me. Also based on the fact that no one knows what you really look like. Look, where do you do that at? Okay? Foxy says that Madonna and her boyfriend are just cringy to watch. Did you guys recently see... they were doing one of those TikTok challenges, and I'm just like, no. Like, why is Madonna used to be she used to set what was cool. And in the last decade of her life, it's so like just trying to be cool. Madonna, that's not what you should be doing at this particular point in your life. I'm not even just talking about dating younger. It just feels like everything she does is trying to keep up with the younger folks. All right, we've digressed. Foxy says, definitely stalker. Mr. Melman said, I am trolling. Sir, don't block me. You're about to get blocked. No, I'm playing. We're playing. All right, how did I get on Madonna? Oh, we were talking about Brandon Good and Bronwyn. Good for them. Have a good time, Bronwyn. Don't take this serious. I don't think he's looking for anything serious. Fine. Rita, I saw that he recently had a show. Rita says that Rocco, her son, is such a talented artist. He just had a showing and both his parents were there. I'm glad he's making a name for himself. And look, is he a Nepo baby? Yes. Our door is probably open to him than other people, yes. But at least do something with yourself. You know what I mean? All right. Just saying. I'm okay with the Nepo baby. At this particular point, as long as you know how to survive on your own and make a living for yourself, go ahead. Chris says, thank you for your service, Madonna. Yeah, Madonna used to set what was cool. All right, exactly. Just Jules says, I can't imagine doing a TikTok video with my husband being 29 years older than me. Look. And if y'all see me doing TikTok, then oh, all right, let's move on. So congratulations to Bronwyn. Honestly, she won. She won. And I'm here for it. And if you listen to the Club Kempire episode that I put out, Bronwyn is a good woman. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys, don't forget the Kempire After Dark, a live show happens on Friday, March 13th here in New York City. There are also live stream tickets available for those that can't come to New York. But if you're in Philly, if you're in DC, DMV, Baltimore, having big fun in Baltimore, you can have big fun in New York, Atlanta, all of y'all. Get your tickets today. And so that's where I'll be spilling all the tea, talking about all the things, including some of the things that we're talking about today, explicitly. Okay, and Taria Faison will be our hostess with the mostest. If you came to our DC shows, you remember her there. She'll be coming to New York to be our host. So be sure to check out the description for more details on our Kempire After Dark, a live show. It's the only show I have booked so far for 2026. And I'm not looking to go anywhere else. Just saying. So get your live stream tickets today if you haven't gotten the live stream and you can't make it to New York. So that's another option for you guys. All right. All right. Brandy, no, I started to watch it, but I probably watch it. If I go live tomorrow, I'll talk maybe about the Below Deck episode. I'll probably watch it after live. I didn't have a chance to watch it. I started it yesterday, but I didn't finish it. Was it good? Thank you for the super chat, Brandy. Was it good? I don't really feel like I hear people talking about it from the Below Deck perspective versus what we saw in Salt Lake City. So, who knows? I mean, I'll watch it. And again, if I go live tomorrow, I'll talk a little bit about it. If I think it's worth it, we shall see. All right. Moving on from there. Brandon, good. All right. Good for you, girl. We happy for you, Bronwyn. We happy for you. All right. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Rhode Island. So Real Housewives of Rhode Island, the trailer came out. People have been waiting to hear what we can expect from these ladies. They're all brunettes, which they're gorgeous. I can appreciate a brunette, but it's going to be really hard for the audience to really pinpoint who's who. It's going to take us some time. We will get there, but this is going to be hard. Okay? So, bravo. First of all, the lady in the left at the top kind of favors Teresa. Right? The one standing up with the little, glittery dress. I mean, they all got glittery dress. But on the left, with her hair and a top knot, she kind of reminds me of like a younger Teresa. But a lot of people, based off of the trailer, are saying this cast kind of reminds them of Jersey. Well, if you listen to my Club Kempire episode, I spilled a little tea, and I've been talking about it a little bit here and there. Oh, I'll tell you guys now. I'll give you a little bit of tea. The Rhode Island girls were in the Berkshires for Ultimate Girls Trip. They made an appearance. They made an appearance, according to my sources. They made an appearance, and they were doing a whole lot. They were doing a whole lot, from what I heard. A little performative, from what I heard, as well. Very much like the Salt Lake City girls that I heard, they were being a little performative when they were filming Ultimate Girls Trip. I heard that this cast is very interesting in regards to the energy. But we'll have to wait and see how this translates. This is just a trailer. We're going to play it, stop it, go, because you know how Bravo is with their stuff. But we're here to promote it because this is a very new city. And, not a lot of people are going to sign on for anything new. The trailer didn't capture me, though. I will say that. It definitely gives New Jersey. So if you're waiting for New Jersey, I saw Melissa Gorga recently was asked about New Jersey and her reunion with Teresa. She's saying that it's real. There really is no point at this particular time for them to fake it. Yes, there is. I have to disagree with her. Yes, there is. You guys want the show to come back. Yes, the cookies are doing very well. They're in multiple ShopRites right now. The cookie business for her is very well. But wouldn't she want another nice, cool million to shoot your life for 3 months? Just saying. Well, she's saying that it's very real. She did confirm that Bravo is casting new women. And she will not, say who she would like to come back next season. Marge did not film for Ultimate Girls Trip. You also saw that Gertie recently said she's on the cover of that Miami magazine, and she said that she wasn't asked to film Ultimate Girls Trip, which she was kind of surprised. I mean, I get it. It's ultimate girls trip, though. My bigger concern would be like, are you coming back to Miami? Or is that an indication she isn't coming back to Miami? Where's Stephanie been from Miami? I mean, I don't follow her. But where's she been? Okay. Coco says that Gertie's probably fired. Well, if she's fired, they better have fired Julia. They better have fired her. Because I'll tell you right now, I'd much rather Gertie over Julia. Okay. Danny says, I really want to sample those cookies. And they don't ship internationally, right, Danny? And Danny, I don't even suggest you come to the States. I don't think it's worth all that, especially right now. But if and when I come back to London and I remember, I'll bring some. If I can. I guess I can. It's sealed, right? All right, we'll see. All right. Let me play the trailer for you guys. We're going to play this under fair use. We're going to stop and go because you know the rules. All right? All right.
States exist.
Hold on. Let's play this trailer. And if you saw the trailer, please be sure to let us know how you would rate it and what you thought of the Real Housewives of Rhode Island trailer. Shout out to our friends over at OMFG Reality TV. I'm playing this from their X account. So if you're not following them, they always keep us. They even drop a little tea in regards to what could be coming. But they always got us with the trailers and the reunion looks and things like that. So be sure to follow and support them. All right, let me play this trailer for you. It's about almost 3 minutes. Okay, we're pulling into Rhode Island. And of course, this is when it wants to act up.
In Rhode Island, everyone knows everyone. People here, they don't look down on other states. But
we saw a little bit of this trailer, I think, at BravoCon. And they were showing all these big, luxurious homes. I don't know if some of the women or all of the women live in these luxurious homes that they're showing as they're zooming in. But they're big, luxurious homes.
they are weirded out that other states exist. The ocean state, it's teeny.
And I know you're probably wondering, who's this talking? You don't know who she is. I don't even know who she is at this particular point, but we will get to know them, okay?
But to us, it's the center of the universe.
Welcome to Rhode Island, where nobody tells anybody the truth and everybody just lies to each other's faces, but talk behind their back. Welcome.
Oh, is that what they do? I feel like that's a theme. So there's so much that we think that separates us from different communities, different parts of this country, but a lot of it's the same. A lot of people faking it in regards to these high societies.
I love it here. Smallest state with the biggest attitude. What are you going to do?
I went to a psychic once, and she said, you carry so many people's energies on you. And she's like, you need to go into an Epstein salt bath.
Epstein salt bath. Epstein's. It's definitely giving New Jersey. The energy of the women, this trail is definitely giving New Jersey.
This season on The Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Cheers to effing Rhode Island.
Cheers to not being sorry and moving on.
I've been waiting for this all day because, like, I'm about to climax. I need to know what happened.
Never have I ever had sex on a boat. I think we had sex with my ex on a boat. I mean, I think we had sex on land.
She says to the other lady, I think you had sex with my ex on a boat. Huh? Wait, and y'all friends? Oh.
Someone who's showing up. Don't even say Rilla.
Is that a rula-la?
Rilla's half Syrian. She's a boss.
Drop the mic. Here I am.
There were echoes of Rula's husband having an affair.
I want you to
Already, we're talking about affairs.
know that it's happening currently.
It was told to me that you were perpetuating info-around. When someone calls my wife's work, that's a huge problem for me.
This petty slut has been trying everything to put stuff out there as though my husband's involved and or still involved, and that's not the case.
But he is, Mom. But he is.
And Dolores' friend, she looks just like Dolores, just a skinnier version of Dolores. And Dolores is slim. She's just like, but he is, Ma, but he is. Oh.
I just pray that you somehow hurt him.
She says, but I pray you somehow hurt him. Huh? What?
I'm 42. I haven't had any kids. I don't think it's something that we should rule out.
If this is like a deal breaker, you should tell me now.
I know that you're insecure about how Audrey's doesn't bring enough in.
And one of the ladies from the Bachelor Nation, she's going to be on this show as well.
People in my life are the most wonderful people ever. Now you're saying that you do have 2 boyfriends.
What?
Every girl waits.
She has 2 boyfriends. Look. Huh? Wait, I gotta play that back.
How Audrey's doesn't bring enough in.
The 2 people in my life are the most wonderful people ever.
Now you're saying that you do have 2 boyfriends.
What?
Every girl waits for their big fairy tale moment, and sometimes I feel like I don't think I'll ever get one.
Why didn't you ever, love me? If I didn't show it, it's because that's how I was raised.
Okay, so one of the characters is going to be confronting her. It's giving very Bronwyn and her mom kind of situation. Why didn't you show me? A lot of people can probably connect with parental issues, right? Right.
Just fake us.
All right, sorry. So crying.
You deserve it.
With my husband, my kids, my job, I'm gonna ruin your life.
She doesn't like spotlight on anybody else but her. A narcissist mother.
You are a rotten human being.
What have I done to you? You're literally villain. You're not welcome here. You're a bitch. Get the out.
Oh, they start tussling at her front door, and then she pushes her out the door and slams the door.
My makeup looked really pretty today.
When your makeup looks the best,
It's like
that's usually when you cry the most.
This is coming out April 2nd, y'all. Okay, this is my third time watching the trailer, and I'm still not moved. I think in 2026, I'm not moved. Did you guys watch the trailer? You just heard the trailer from me. Again, it's just a trailer. Am I going to give it a shot? I was one of the people that watched Salt Lake City from the very beginning, from the first time it premiered. And it grew on me. And I liked it from the beginning. I think this is produced by the same people that Shed Media that produces Salt Lake. So maybe the editing will make it really good. And Patrick Bobby said April Fools. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. The trailer did not sell me, though. Real Housewives of Rhode Island premieres on April 2nd. You're welcome, Bravo. I'm going to give it a watch. I didn't see Dolores. Dolores definitely is a friend of this season. There's a picture of Dolores. Y'all want to see the picture of Dolores? I mean, I could show you the picture of all the ladies, but I really don't. They have them in seashells, like these seashell chairs kind of thing. Where's the picture of Dolores? Dolores is definitely there. I don't know. Who cares? Oh, look. But she's not in the trailer. Okay. All right, fine. The new season of Real Housewives of Rhode Island premieres April 2nd. Word on the street, also, that's when we're going to get the new season of Potomac. That's the trailer we need to see. Because this other one, this other one ain't good. Melly says, Kemp, your face said it all. Oh. Sometimes I can't help myself. And this was my third time watching it. Feel sorry for me. All right, let's move on. What else did I want to talk about before getting into... All right. We did that. Okay. All right, let's get to the mess. If you guys are just joining us, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. We're talking about some Bravo-related news. Sidebar, I saw that Preston on X posted a picture that Bravo's, it's Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. He posted that they use for amplifying Black voices. You remember Preston from Summer House Martha's Vineyard? He showed a picture of them on, I guess it was Peacock, amplifying Black voices, and it was a picture of Summer House. They have their new season. Summer House has one Black cast member? What do you mean amplify? You mean amplify one Black voice? Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird over there at Peacock. What's going on? All right. Atlanta. Atlanta. We're looking forward to the trailer for Atlanta. All right. Moving on. Hold on. Bum. Let me see what you guys say. 3 now, I think. Kempire 3. Lord. Kendra, thank you so much for the super chat. Kendra says, the way you ended the TikTok with Perez Hilton when he thought you were going to allow him to bash a Black woman on your page, especially during Black History Month. Kendra, you were there for that? Yeah, randomly, Perez Hilton requested me while I was live on TikTok last night. We were talking about some gossip and stuff. We did some some TikTok battles. First time I ever did a TikTok battle, and then it went to another whole other direction. But anyway, buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. All right. Shersa says it's upgraded to 3 Black cast members. Well, based off that picture, I didn't see. All I saw was Sierra. Beautiful. It's like 2 or 3 Black people. Okay. Well, amplifying Black voices. Okay, Peacock. All right, y'all. Let's move on because I want to get to where I want to start with. Let me just make sure I have everything, y'all, that I wanted to. Okay, we can talk about Potomac.
This is Teddy Mellencamp
and Tamara Judge
from 2 T's in a Pod.
All right, lovers and dreamers, buckle up because there's a new season of 90 Day, The Single Life, and it's hotter than ever.
If you've never seen 90 Day before, this is the one that will get you hooked. Their marriages crumbled. Now 8 singles are taking the leap and stepping back out to the scariest place of all, the dating world.
There will be exciting first dates, steamy hookups, big letdowns, and potential love waiting in the most unexpected places.
After Sophie's recent divorce, she's moving on to see if there's potential with a Dominican hottie some of you may know, Pedro.
Gino has a full inbox of DMs and is trying for a second chance with one that got away. And after Courtney's unexpected romance with Colt, find out if his history of cheating will come back to bite the relationship for good.
Get ready for this season's hottest romance series full of surprises, sparks, and connections.
Don't miss a new season of 90 Day, The Single Life, next Monday at 8 on TLC.
Every year, people make the same fitness goal, train harder. But most fail because recovery gets ignored, especially connective tissue that muscles depend on to grow. Frog Fuel was developed by Navy SEALs and perfected by a Stanford-trained scientist, delivering 15 grams of nanohydrolyzed collagen protein that digests in just 15 minutes. It's science-backed and ready to drink. No mixing, no sugar, no junk. This year, don't just train harder, recover smarter. Go to frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable.
Are you a fraud-paying American? It's a fact that 1 in 4 honest, hard-working, tax-paying Americans has been a victim of identity theft. With LifeLock Identity Theft Protection, though, if your identity is stolen, they fix it, guaranteed, and get you your money back. Last year, the IRS flagged over $16 billion in refunds for identity fraud. That's billions of dollars that could come from your salary, overtime, or second job. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats you could easily miss on your own. And if your information does fall into the wrong hands, only LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists who are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Visit LifeLock.com/iHeart and save up to 40% your first year. That's 40% off at LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
So Potomac, as you know, we did a recap and review of the Karen Huger conversation, one-on-one interview that Andy Cohen did. Well, apparently ratings actually went up for Potomac to the point where it's their biggest ratings of this season. I found that to be interesting. Shout out to our friends over at Bravo Ratings or Ratings Bravo on X. So this past week's episode. Also keep in mind, the Grammys were on at the same time. I watched the Grammys before I watched this one-on-one. So I'm not a part of the 700. Well, I guess I still would be a part because I watched it the same night. But 763,000 viewers watched it. So they almost got 1 million viewers with a 0.14 in the 18 to 49 demographic. This is their biggest of the season. This was a season high. So everyone's saying, oh, so Karen is coming back next season. Karen is definitely coming back next season. But I already felt that she was coming back. People had mixed reactions, though, based off of the one-on-one. But the numbers don't lie. Look, here's the thing. So many people always say, oh, everyone's watching on streaming. Everyone's watching on streaming. Unless there's something worth watching in real time. And apparently, people felt that this Karen one-on-one was something to watch in real time. Even though the Grammys were on at the same time. So keep that in mind, too. The Grammys, they saw like a 5% dip in their ratings, the Grammys this season, this year. However, they still had over 14 million people watching the Grammys. But people still made time and they watched Karen Huger's one-on-one for their season high for Real Housewives of Potomac. Good for them. You know who also saw a benefit from this as well? Married to Medicine. Shout out to our friends over again from Ratings Bravo. Married to Medicine, their this week's episode had 545,000 viewers, okay, with a 0.08 18 to 49 demographic. This is a season high in total viewers. A lot of people have been loving Potomac. A lot of people have been loving Married to Medicine this season. They feel like it's a better season. And one of the things that stood out to me, remember, so many people have been saying, "Oh, Phaedra brought them the rating. Phaedra brought the ratings." I was like, no, she brought nothing. She brought nothing to the show besides, oh yes, that's it. She didn't bring the ratings for them. So Married to Medicine is seemingly doing quite well. All right. But there's drama, and it looks like they're gearing us up for season 13. Drama happening between Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie, because Dr. Simone has now unfollowed Dr. Jackie. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised at all, because Dr. Simone has been taking shots at Dr. Jackie this week, especially after she was on Watch What Happens Live, when Dr. Jackie was on Watch What Happens Live. At one particular point on her Instagram story, Dr. Simone posted a comment that she added Dr. Jackie, saying, "I see you're still defending a devil," and then she puts the looking eye emojis. Okay. Someone else in the comment section says, "I can see why Simone is no longer practicing with Miss Switzerland," meaning Dr. Jackie. "You saw the footage. Amen." And then someone else said in the comment section, actually, I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Hold on. Let me just bring it up. Let me bring it on up for you. Hold on. Let me make it smaller. Okay. All right. So you can see Dr. Simone added at Dr. Jackie. I see you're still defending the devil. B Baggage says, "I can see why Simone is no longer practicing," meaning they used to have their medical practice together. Saying, I can see why Simone is no longer practicing with Miss Switzerland. You saw the footage. Amen. And Angel says, "I think it would be exhausting always trying to keep the peacemaker facade after all these years." So she intentionally included those comments. And that wasn't the only one that she had posted on her socials either. So it's no surprise. Shout out to our friends over at No Chaser TV. They show us that Dr. Jackie has been unfollowed. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. Wait, wrong. Ugh, jump scare. Where is it? I just had a... Let me just bring this over because I have it here. Let me just bring this over because I have it here. All right. Again, shout out to our friends over at No Chaser TV. As you can see here, Dr. Jackie has been unfollowed by she's still following Dr. Simone, but Dr. Simone has unfollowed Dr. Jackie. Do you think it's performative? Well, the reunion is set to be happening, I think, next Thursday, because Andy Cohen just posted asking you guys what would be your questions. Speaking of No Chaser TV, I need to go to their Instagram account because they posted some of the questions that you guys asked, and I want to kind of go through some of them because they were funny. And good questions, though. Good questions. Let me bring it up because I thought it was hilarious, the question. So Andy posted, "My team is getting ready for the Married to Medicine reunion. Post all of your questions for the cast now and let me know where you're from in the question." So this person says, "SZA from South Africa, Quad. When you reflect on the past, do you ever regret not having a child with your ex-husband, especially considering how strongly you desire motherhood today?" I can answer that for her. No. Right? No, she doesn't regret that. Cecil, "We've witnessed your marriage at the brink of despair because in part you were prioritizing another person above Simone. Here we are again. This time it's your boys. What will it take for you to put her first consistently?" This person's name on X is called Fix It Jesus with a Phaedra picture. King P says, "Mikey from Philly, Heavenly, you bring up the other lady's family all the time, whether it's playing or being shady. Why do the rules not apply to you when you're going through something with your family? Do they not have a right to respond in kind? As I'm reading these, I'm like, these are great questions. Watch Andy in production not choose any of these questions to be asked. Miss B says, Jackie, why don't we see you and Curtis together at home on a trip, hugging and kissing, or something that lets the audience know that you're married? When's your anniversary? Everything is surface level with you. Wow. Zima from Charlotte asks Andy, Toya, you say you want Eugene home, but with every house and every upgrade, it seems you push him further into work. At what point do you stop upgrading the house and start upgrading the financial plan? Some of these questions are very good. Very good. Carrie from Atlanta says, since Contessa was present for the scene at Angel's event, why couldn't she dispel the notion that Simone did, in fact, not push Heavenly? What kind of friend? You're right. She was literally the other person in the picture. She was the other person in the picture. I think Contessa is taking a very different role this year in regards to, can you see how her and Heavenly are getting along and being friendly? Mind you, she was talking about your mama last season. You were ready to knock her out. Third King on X says, to Dr. Mimi, how can you recognize all of Toya's faults but not any of Dr. Heavenly's? You were observant of everyone's behaviors last season, but that seems to have changed. Right? I've noticed that too, but we've been talking about it if you missed our recaps. And the last question that our friends over at No Chaser TV posted was, Coffee says, why? Y'all never ask the cast our questions. I thought that as I'm reading through the question, I'm like, these are great questions, but they're never going to ask them. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if these questions will be asked at the reunion. So those are some of the questions. I believe the reunion is going to be filmed next Thursday here in New York City. Andy Cohen will be hosting it. I won't rant and rave about that any further. You already know how I feel. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. All right. Speaking of Married to Medicine, so they had their biggest ratings of the season this past week for this week's episode. Dr. Simone has unfollowed Dr. Jackie. Okay, we already reported and we did separate videos on Quad confirming that her and Kurt King, are no longer together. That's after he confirmed it first on social media, saying, I left that situation. She released a statement to TMZ letting all the world know that it was a mutual decision. Then she had her friends speak up for her on their platforms. Dr. Heavenly, Funky Diva. Yes. Deborah says, I'm loving these questions, right? Very good questions. All of them. They were all very good questions. Well, fast forward. Today, you're welcome, Carlos. Today, Toya and Dr. Eugene sit down for an interview with Carlos. I'm going to play for you the trailer, but you can see the full interview on Carlos's YouTube channel and podcast. You're welcome, Carlos. You know we cite our sources. All right, let me just show you a clip. It's actually interesting. I might watch this interview. Okay? Let me play for you the clip, the preview clip.
The public is right to a certain extent. I shoot from the hip. I'm blunt. I can be rude. I do feel like there are times when I'm unheard and I need more self-control.
Give it up. There are times that she feels unheard? Really? But I mean, look, I can't tell her how to feel. But yeah. Deborah says, question, why is Quad still on Married to Medicine? It makes me wonder what Quad will bring next season. It will be interesting. What will be the dynamic next season? And if you see her do anything with any of the other cast members, which feels like a lead in for drama next season, then there it goes. Because a lot of people are also saying, now that they're seeing this relationship, and based off what Toya says in this clip, makes me also go like, okay, Toya's telling the truth. I believe Toya than any of these other women. When it comes to nothing related to Toya's life, though. Oh, Kathy, you watched the interview. Was it good?
You surprised when you learned that Quad and King broke up?
Your Heavenly said that they've been broken up for months. I'm just curious how many months. Viewers.
Sidebar. Toya, this look you're giving hair, the leather outfit. This is beautiful. Let me tell you, for the most part, it really gives good looks. But I am loving this brown leather look. I want to see the boots. The boots look like they're amazing too. Hair, makeup looks good. You look, she's a popular girl. Remember a therapist called in during our Married to Medicine recap, and we were talking about the popular girl dynamic and how that affects her friendships with some of the other people and her relationship with Dr. Eugene. Pageant Mommy says Carlos's voice passed. Look, okay.
Are going to start seeing a different scenario with him as they continue to watch the show.
So now I'm really interested to see how this all plays out, because she's talking about Quad and King's relationship. So she's basically almost confirming, I feel, what people have been speculating about this relationship. How long ago did they actually break up?
And then you'll ask yourself, were they together?
Are you still following him?
Were they together? Toya. Come on, Toya. Kiana says Toya always looks good. I know, but look, you know, sometimes we take that for granted, and then we don't give compliments when people are really looking really, really good.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't think you're trying to follow him?
Eugene and him are good friends.
But are y'all good friends?
Am I good friends?
With King.
I'm about as good of a friend with King as I am with Quad.
Dr. Simone has unfollowed Dr. Jackie.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
I hate to say it, but this time it is the devil. And I'm
not the devil.
Gonna call Heavenly a devil. I'm just gonna say I think it's a spirit on her.
Do you think Dr. Jackie is a good friend to Simone?
I think that she could be a better friend to many.
Dr. Jackie's...
Ooh, she could be a better friend to many. Wow, I need an explanation on that one.
With Simone and Heavenly. Do you think she sides with Heavenly more than Simone?
She absolutely sides with Heavenly more, but I think that...
Which I don't understand. Why do you guys think that she does that? It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not saying that Dr. Simone is perfect, but I just don't understand the loyalty that she has. Okay.
A lot of the girls look to Heavenly for protection.
Dr. Mimi is a new cast member. I think she's wonderful for the show.
Are you talking about Brandy or Mimi? I'm sorry.
Boom. Are we talking about Brandy or Mimi? Oh, let me go back.
Wonderful for the show.
Are you talking about Brandy or Mimi? I'm sorry. Heavenly for protection.
Dr. Mimi is a new cast member. I think she's wonderful for the show.
Are you talking about Brandy or Mimi? I'm sorry. Did you mean Brandy?
The perfect timing.
Hey, honey.
What did I have to agree with her with that. I like Dr. Mimi. I appreciate what we're talking about this season when it comes to her son's autism diagnosis. But based on what we've been seeing about Dr. Mimi recently, I am so turned off. Okay. Kathy says, Kempire, I think you'll appreciate the interview. I have to say, the trailer kind of got me. And look, I'm a straight shooter. When I don't like something, I tell you guys. And you know it's hard for me sometimes. There's certain voices I can't. Okay? Desiree says, is Carlos wearing makeup? He probably is, but he also cut off all his hair. You know, he let go of what was left. So it looks good. Look, I can give credit.
Toya, people do not like the way you speak to your husband.
Yeah. One of my triggers is not being heard, because as a child, I always felt like my voice, I couldn't use it.
What does he do that triggers you?
And I need to feel safe with my husband.
What does safe look like for you when it comes to him?
Providing an environment where I can be who I need to be because I know he got me.
And how does it feel for you to hear her say those things?
There are days I'm not the easiest person to get along. It can be.
Slam door.
I am so tired of Dr. Eugene always just taking it. I'm not saying he's perfect, because we don't know their relationship chapter and verse, but I always feel like he's always the one giving in. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, at what point does she take ownership and accountability? I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's annoying to me. It's very annoying to me, because we saw this during the season with what happened at the pool party, and the next day he's like, oh, I should have known better, and da-da-da. Huh? Like, what is going on?
With my husband.
What does safe look like for you when it comes to him?
Providing an environment where I can be who I need to be because I know he got me.
And how does it feel for you to hear her say those things?
There are days I'm not the easiest person to get along.
Can be.
Slam doors.
Oh, yeah.
You have tantrums.
I've slammed the door.
He slammed doors? Do we see, okay, him slamming a door or her emasculating him in front of a group of people and millions of people watching this show? Which one's worse? Slamming a door or that? Telling the world that, oh, I wish someone would have told me that it would get bigger. Which one's worse? Slamming a door? Stomping his feet? Just asking. I'm wondering. It's a real question.
You do? Oh, yeah. Were you ever able to move past the comments your wife made about your penis? Do you blame her for it?
No.
Do you feel like he forgave you for that?
This is the part he's really leaving out, and I really want, and I talked to Carlos about it, and he said, well, can you talk about that? Hey, can I be honest? Are you sure?
I don't know. What you about to say?
So you can watch the full Carlos King interview on his YouTube channel. Okay, you know we said our sources. Hold on, though. There was some clips that came out. Toya has some things to say about Dr. Mimi. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
Understand. All I'm saying is, if I can give Mimi any advice, if you want to stay on Married to Medicine.
Oh, hold on.
Learn how to have your own opinion. Learn how to stop trying to pretend like you're psychoanalyzing your friends, but really you're judging your friends, because none of us has sat on your couch. None of us have spent any time with you outside of filming. And so you know nothing about any of us, except for Quad and Heavenly. Those are the only individuals you can diagnose. Period.
Has she tried to get to know you and Simone and Jack?
No, she doesn't call us. There's been numerous times where my husband tried to reach out to Steve. Maybe my husband too fine for him. You know, it was competition. Yeah.
No. Look, come on, Toya, stop. Now you starting to sound like Heavenly.
I'm saying he can't hang out with my man because my man works. Okay, I'm just saying.
Steve works.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. Steve probably, first of all, there are a couple of things here. I don't know what Steve does after, he might be doing sports commentating. I don't know what he does for work. However, it looks like, first of all, he probably made a ton of money in football. And they also have a special needs child where it's important for them to have someone have a flexible schedule. So you trying to compare Steve not working, Steve doesn't have to work. Look. Steve doesn't have to work. Eugene's got to work, and people always blaming you. He don't have to work like you do. They also live probably within their means. Stop. Hold on. There was more.
Okay.
Sorry, Mimi. Anywho, back to Mimi. I think Mimi's great for the show. Do you think Mimi is following behind Heavenly for protection?
Absolutely. I definitely think she's following behind Heavenly for protection and really... And
she better be careful because Sweet Tea came in with the same thing, thinking that Heavenly had her back, and she really didn't.
Truly, I would have to differ with you. I think Steve is great for the show. I do. I think Mimi, on the other hand, needs some work, but I think Steve is great.
What work does she need?
Just, you got to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. You got to stop. No, she does not. Okay. She likes to use special trigger words that she's learned being a psychiatrist. Chaos. She's in chaos.
That's not a psychiatry word, Toya. Chaos is not a psychiatry word. You are an agent of chaos. You do like chaos. I will have to agree with Dr. Mimi there. Stop it. Please stop it.
Am I safe with her? She, Heavenly didn't get that. She's unhinged. That was Mimi. Stop playing.
Innocent Instigator says, you didn't see the interview with Angela Lee. She makes good money. She makes good money. Toya makes good money. However, do they make enough money to be able to, where Dr. Eugene doesn't have to go to Bumblenuck, Georgia, in order to keep up with their lifestyle? I didn't. I've talked about some of the things that came out from that interview, including some of the things that she pays for versus what he pays for. I was like, don't start comparing your dollars to Dr. Mimi and Steve. because Steve had his career, probably still has millions of dollars investments, whatever. Dr. Mimi is a full-fledged psychiatrist working. I don't know if you want to compare. Just saying. All right. Hold on. Let me say, Crocodile says, hey, Kempire, can we get, we cite our sources merch for us researchers? Well, I do have cite your sources merch, unless you want me to put the full sentence. But we do have cite our sources merch. We also have Are You Okay merch. Thank you for the segue. We do have our Are You Okay merch that's now available on our website, houseofkempire.com, or if you go to TheKempire.com and you click the shop button, it'll take you right to our merch. Okay? There's new mugs, there's new t-shirts, sweatshirts, all of that. Okay? Innocent instigator said, look, because you're an instigator. Innocent instigator says, I don't know. I was just saying what she said. Not you in this damn photo, okay? All right. Guys, today's live show is brought to you by our friends. Valentine's Day, guys, the video will tell you 3 weeks, but it's not. It's less than 2 weeks now. It's like 9 days. 9 days until Valentine's Day. Shout out to our friends over at Rose Forever. You can see the beautiful roses if you're watching here on YouTube. For those that are listening to this, go to the description. Go get your roses. Valentine's Day is literally 2 weeks away. Have you gotten your roses yet for the person that you love? And if you haven't, this is your reminder. You probably didn't even realize that Valentine's Day was right around the corner. You were probably ignoring all the Valentine's Day merch and things like that just literally came out while it was still the holidays. Well, I'm here to remind you. We have partnered with our friends over at Rose Forever yet again. This is probably our umpteenth year of working with them. And these roses that I'm holding in my hand are from a year ago. And I wish you could smell this through the screen. They still smell like roses, and they are. These are real roses that will last you up to a year. Our friends over at Rose Forever don't just sell roses, though. You can get roses, you can get hydrangeas, but also for those that want other roses other than red, even though it's traditional, maybe you want purple, maybe you want pink, maybe you want white, maybe you want blue. There are colors for you. But now, Rose Forever also has candles and delicious, big, huge candles. And we're back. Look how, in comparison to my head, look how big this candle is. And there's so many delicious flavors for you. So if there's something that you wanted to get for yourself or someone you love or just someone you appreciate and you were thinking of an idea of something that is actually long lasting, get you something from Rose Forever. And of course, we've gotten you covered with a discount. Be sure to check out our discount code and our special link available in the description. Time is running out. Literally, after this week, there will only be 2 weeks. And you want to keep enough time for delivery. And delivery is really good with our friends over at Rose Forever as well. Get your Rose Forever, something that will last you and something that people will look back at and like, oh, I remember the person that got me that. And they got me that last year. It's still beautiful. It's still luxurious. Get you something today. More information, again, will be available in the description along with your discount. It's a 4-wick candle. Okay, 4 wicks. Okay, Karen Huger could never. Okay, Karen Huger could never. All right, more information on Rose Forever will be available in the description. All right. I do want to get to, I'm skipping around. I just want to make sure that I got to everything. Oh, wait, no. Back to Dr. Simone unfollowing Dr. Jackie. This interview that she did on Watch What Happens Live might be the reason why she unfollowed her. Let me play it for you. I'm going to play this under fair use. I'm going to have to stop and go because y'all know how Bravo is.
Why do you think Simone was not really willing to accept Heavenly's apology tonight?
I think they've been back and forth so much, and tonight was just a lot. I'm not sure.
Okay.
They've been back and forth a lot.
So which side of the story are you on? Did Simone push Heavenly, or was Heavenly over-exaggerating?
I wasn't there to see it.
Okay, you saw the footage.
Oh, my goodness. She's so frustrating. I wasn't there to see it. At this particular point, I'm so glad Andy says it to her, but you saw the footage. Why would that be your first answer here? Because she wants to play the middle. And I don't know why she wants to play the middle at this particular point. Your friend was wrong. Your friend is a Karen. Just saying.
I saw the footage, and I think what happened is Simone was upset that Heavenly told about the van. Heavenly didn't know that Simone was so upset. So both of them misinterpreted what was happening.
Okay.
Well, I was saying I think it was a knee-jerk reaction. Like, when Simone got upset, it was more like a...
That's Ashley speaking. I know. Coco, who's watching on Twitch, yes, guys, we're live on Twitch. Be sure to follow us there as well. Says, I think Heavenly knows Dr. Jackie's business. You mean in regards to Curtis? Well, that's the only thing that would make sense.
Oh, like surprise, not aggressive.
No, she meant like, get your hands off me.
But it was more like somebody's being fake to you.
What are you saying here? Get your hands off. We all watched the same thing. Now you're doubling down in Heavenly's defense? Okay.
You're just like, hey, but it's not meant to be aggressive. It's just checking them real quick.
Okay. Well, since Simone said it would be nice if you stood up for her for what's right immediately instead of waiting for the 9th inning, do you regret your timing? And what's your reaction to her saying that?
I'm for those two, I do not get into it because I've done it before and they get back together.
Right.
Every time.
Which I understand. I understand that where friends sometimes, or like relationships where you don't get involved in people's relationships because of things like that. But girl, you saw at this particular point, you saw the footage. All you had to say in this moment, and probably would have salvaged your friendship with Dr. Simone. Based off the footage, at the time, I didn't see the footage, so I had to go kind of, play both sides. But I've seen the footage, and Heavenly was wrong. Period. That would have saved your friendship in an instant. But for some reason, you can't seem to do it. And I don't care what Dr. Heavenly has on you. That's not your friend. If that's the reason why you haven't gone up against her. It's weird. It's a weirdo behavior, especially for someone so accomplished and so grown.
Every time I stand up for one or the other and I look up, they're out to dinner together.
Right.
So I've learned to just shut my mouth.
Not enough. Look, not enough. Guys, if you missed it, I just dropped the call-in link for our members on the community tab here on YouTube. So if you want to call in and share your thoughts on anything that we've talked about this afternoon, feel free. So I wanted to talk about that. And I wanted to talk about Ashley and Wendy's relationship. So rewinding back to Real Housewives of Potomac. So Ashley was on Morally Corrupt podcast, the same episode that I was on, but I'm on first. So if you don't want to watch Ashley, that's up to you. Okay, but be sure to check it out. I was on the Morally Corrupt podcast with Rachel Lindsay. You can watch it on YouTube, but you can also hear it on Spotify. Okay, so be sure to go check that out. But there was something that Ashley said on the Morally Corrupt podcast about Wendy and her relationship with Wendy now.
Really quickly, I know that you had made comments and you've apologized before, so I'm not even going to get into all that. Are you all close? Like, do you talk to her?
We're not as close as we used to be, for sure.
Because of what, like, your comments after? Or y'all?
Were they ever close? Again, with Ashley, she doesn't look out for anyone besides herself. She doesn't look out for anyone besides herself. I don't believe that they were ever close. When were these two ever close?
Pretty not close.
I'm sure that what I said didn't help the situation, but she's also just going through a lot.
Yeah.
And that is talked about quite a bit at the reunion, like a lot.
Well, I saw the preview where Karen's like, you need to stop talking.
Yeah. Karen came in hot.
Did you say this on the previews, or is this just like my own inner thoughts of, I think it was you who's like, I would be acting different if I was going through a similar situation.
Yes.
Do you feel like...
That's during the reunion trailer where you see Ashley talking to Giselle about how Wendy was acting very sort of like nonchalant and having a good time at the reunion instead of like, oh my gosh, I'm facing 15 years in prison.
Maybe there should be some toning down of, I mean, I'm going to give you an example of something I observed at BravoCon.
I thought this was interesting, but we all talked about this too.
At BravoCon, we already knew the news. I knew it really wouldn't be addressed. Like, whether you believe them or not, they should be protecting themselves. They have children.
I just got to say this. Rachel, that Bob is bobbing. I'm just saying.
They have a family. But I was shocked when I saw Eddie in the audience in just like the most loud outfit ever with sunglasses on. And it was there in the midst of the people. And I'm like, I probably wouldn't have come. I would have been so low key. Is that the kind of thing that you're maybe referring to when it's like, calm it down a little bit?
Yeah, given this.
Also, keep in mind when Giselle talked about BravoCon and she saw Eddie, she said that Eddie was giving a different energy in regards to he seemed stressed. That was according to Giselle, but Giselle liked to put sauce on things. But I did see that Eddie was in the audience during their panel. If anything, I think they're trying to show a united front. If he wasn't there, then people would be reading into that as well.
Subject matter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you're being accused of is literally what you're theoretically doing right now. Yeah, that really was it. And also, like, posting about her trips and stuff. And it was just, I'm like, babe. And Karen...
We talked about that. I don't remember if I talked about it here on YouTube. Recently the Acephals went on a ski trip and they posted about it. I personally, look, they have to continue to live their lives. They're saying that they're innocent. So anything different might go against that narrative. Like, why would we stop being who we are? I personally, only time I'm going to post is when it's required. I'm not going to post about where I am on my trips or anything like that. But that's me.
Teach us that you got to sort of be a little more humble when you're going through this stuff, because it doesn't really fare well for you in the end. Now, hopefully it does work out for Wendy, but I did not think that was a good idea.
But I am very curious. I was one of those people who's like, okay, we got all this teasing of seeing the aftermath of when all that went down with Wendy and Eddie. And it looks like we're going to get some of that at the reunion, because I thought we were going to get it during the season. So, I'll let that speak for itself as we watch.
You can see my full conversation with Rachel Lindsay on the Morally Corrupt podcast here on YouTube and on Spotify. Go drop your elephants and your crowns in the chat, y'all. All right. We're going to have to wait and see. It will be interesting to see how this reunion is edited when it comes to Wendy's stuff. Because as I said to you before, I heard that she was very emotional and things like that. And maybe talking too much during the reunion. Hence why you saw in the reunion trailer, you're seeing Karen say, you need to shut up and stop talking so much. I mean, I would take advice. She just came out of prison. But, okay. Someone says that Wendy's controlling the entire marriage. I don't know. I don't want to put that just on Wendy. These are two grown adults. We talked about this, especially after they got arrested. Two grown adults making grown decisions based off the allegations and the receipts that the prosecution is providing. It seemed like Eddie was the one spearheading these actions. So then there's that. Everyone keep liking the video. I will drop the call link for the general audience in a second. Angel says that Steve, in regards to Married to Medicine, got 2 jobs according to Google. He's a co-founder and chief of operations at Inner Community Health and serves as a director for Nike Sports Camps. I don't know. Okay. Mr. Melon Magic says, thank you for the super chat. They haven't been the same since the Buffy situation. Heavenly was ride or die against Buffy for Jackie. Luther King, right or wrong, Simone wasn't. Because she was wrong. She was wrong. So if she's still holding... this is why I would look at Dr. Jackie like, you are not as mature or as mature as you claim to be. Because if you're holding on to that, girl... You were wrong what you did to Buffy and what you've done to other people and said about other people when it comes... Literally, it happens again this season with Brandy. You were wrong. And if you can't handle a friend that tells you when you're wrong, that is not a friend. I could not be friends with someone like that. I'll be done with you too. Keep that same energy, Dr. Simone. Unfollow Cecil next. Unfollow Cecil next, okay? Exactly. Noda Queen says, let's not infantilize Eddie. Exactly. Like, he's a grown man. He's a grown man. Is it sort of like the Toy and Eugene, though? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me carry this through. I'm twerking on a fence. Is it what? Because remember when they talk about their relationship, she wasn't interested in him, and then she saw him. He had his own car and things like that. He wasn't the cool guy, and now he's the cool guy, and now she's interested, and now she's the cool girl. Is it something like that? We'll have to wait and see.
This is Teddy Mellencamp
and Tamara Judge
from Two Teas in a Pod.
All right, lovers and dreamers, buckle up because there's a new season of 90 Day, The Single Life, and it's hotter than ever.
If you've never seen 90 Day before, this is the one that will get you hooked. Their marriages crumbled. Now 8 singles are taking the leap and stepping back out to the scariest place of all, the dating world.
There will be exciting first dates, steamy hookups, big letdowns, and potential love waiting in the most unexpected places.
After Sophie's recent divorce, she's moving on to see if there's potential with a Dominican hottie some of you may know, Pedro.
Gino has a full inbox of DMs and is trying for a second chance with one that got away. And after Courtney's unexpected romance with Colt, find out if his history of cheating will come back to bite the relationship for good.
Get ready for this season's hottest romance series full of surprises, sparks, and connections.
Don't miss a new season of 90 Day, The Single Life, next Monday at 8 on TLC.
Every year, people make the same fitness goal, train harder. But most fail because recovery gets ignored, especially connective tissue that muscles depend on to grow. Frog Fuel was developed by Navy SEALs and perfected by a Stanford-trained scientist, delivering 15 grams of nanohydrolyzed collagen protein that digests in just 15 minutes. It's science-backed and ready to drink. No mixing, no sugar, no junk. This year, don't just train harder, recover smarter. Go to frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable.
Are you a fraud-paying American? It's a fact that 1 in 4 honest, hard-working, tax-paying Americans has been a victim of identity theft. With LifeLock Identity Theft Protection, though, if your identity is stolen, they fix it, guaranteed, and get you your money back. Last year, the IRS flagged over $16 billion in refunds for identity fraud. That's billions of dollars that could come from your salary, overtime, or second job. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats you could easily miss on your own. And if your information does fall into the wrong hands, only LifeLock has US-based restoration specialists who are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Visit LifeLock.com/iHeart and save up to 40% your first year. That's 40% off at LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
I still wonder if they're going to take a plea deal or they're going to take this to trial. They go back to court in March. The date that they were supposed to have in January, it was pushed back to March. Taria Faison is going to have us covered, though, with our coverage. She'll be talking about it during the New York City show, March 13th. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, get your tickets. In-person tickets are available. Meet and greets are available. Also, don't forget there's a live stream option for those that cannot make it to New York City. So, again, ticket information will be available in the description. All right, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. Let's get to 600 likes, and I'll drop the call link for the general audience. If you're a member of the channel, I have already dropped the call link on the post tab here on YouTube. Shout out to our members. It is a members-only live chat. You know, we do this at least once a month, but there are all kinds of other perks for being a member here on the channel. So thank you to all of you celebrating an anniversary for being here on the channel. Some of you have been members of the channel for 4 or 5 years. Thank you. I don't take that lightly. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to our Kings Guards. Be sure to thank them as well for holding us down. We have like nearly 2,000 people watching on multiple platforms. So we appreciate them holding us down with all of the energy and the opinions and things like that. All right. Keep liking the video, y'all. Let me see. Do we have anyone backstage? I didn't even look. Oh, yeah, we got people backstage. All right. Shout out to everyone watching on H Green on X says, I snorted. Okay. H Green. DJ Zora says, yes, we are live. I love a surprise. Yes, because we don't normally go live on Thursday. At least not right now. Stay tuned. Look, stay tuned. No promises I'll go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. I kind of will because I want to talk about traders. Maybe the Valley, Persian style, and I guess Beverly Hills. We'll see. We'll see what my day is like tomorrow, okay? All right. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? No, I think that was it. That was it. And again, congratulations to Bronwyn. All right, let's get to what people have to say backstage, members. And live chat, once we get to 600, I will drop the call link for you guys. Nia's backstage. Nia, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about Ashley. I think she's trying to secure her spot for season 11. She's trying to stay relevant the same way her friend or former friend Charisse is trying to stay relevant. So they're just going to talk ish about each other the entire time. They just need their job. And also, side note, I did watch you on Morally Corrupt. Your skin was skinning, Kempire.
Thank you.
You looked amazing. The lighting, everything you were saying. I was like, ugh, I love when my people get together and they do a podcast. I'm like, I love it. You looked amazing. But
Thank
have
you,
a good
Nia.
day.
Thank
of
you.
course.
Take care. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Let's bring up Lee next. Lee, what's going on? Lee was watching our TikTok last night, right, Lee?
Oh my God, y'all had me hollering last night. I was like, you guys are too funny. But honestly, I think that Dr. Jackie is exactly who Heavenly has been trying to tell us she is. She has told us time and time again that Dr. Jackie feels the same way she does. Heavenly is just more vocal about it.
Oh.
And I agree because Dr. Jackie lets it slip sometimes. Think about the Buffy comment, the Brandy comment, like just out of left field. And I think that's like when she's not being conscious of like the cameras are around, or maybe she gets a little bit too nervous underneath the pressure and it slips out. But Heavenly, she's a little bit more, well, obviously she's a lot more comfortable being mean.
Too comfortable.
And yeah, and I agree with Dr. Heaven. I don't agree with Dr. Heavenly. I agree with Dr. Simone. Sometimes it's too much to come back from. And it's just kind of like repetitive. So yes, I agree with Dr. Jackie. Like you don't really know where they stand, so you want to be Switzerland.
Yeah.
But something that can be damaging to reputation, that's too far to come back from.
Yep.
It really just is. And I'm new to watching Roni. So I'm like at the season where Dorinda and Ramona had like a fracture in their friendship. And Dorinda said kind of perfectly, like a friendship is like a mirror. Once it's broken, you can look at it, but it'll never be the same. It won't be the same reflection that it used to be. So yeah, I agree with, that. I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is all.
Thanks, Lee.
I don't think I'll be watching Rhode Island. I don't know. We'll see.
Just based off the trailer?
Yeah, but maybe I'm biased because I started watching Real Housewives with New Jersey. So I don't know. Yeah, it will just kind of feel like a copycat, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and based on what I've heard, especially their antics during Ultimate Girls Trip, it sounds like they were being very performative. I guess we'll have to wait and see how the edit is, but...
Yeah, everybody wants to be infamous.
Thanks, Lee, for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Guys, I just dropped the call link for the general audience as well. Melly, thank you so much for the super chat. Melly says, if you skip Beverly Hills, we will be okay. Thanks, Melly. And thanks for being a member. I mean, look, if we don't talk about Beverly Hills tomorrow, it will lessen my plate in regards to and we can spend more time talking about traders. Maybe I'll briefly talk about Beverly Hills tomorrow, if I even get a chance to watch it tonight. So that's coming on tonight. Persian Valley, the Persian Style is coming on. I do want to watch, and I'll probably after this live watch the Below Deck episode with the Salt Lake City ladies just to kind of see their perspective, if it's even worth talking about. All right. What's wig on Karen's head? I didn't love this photo, but I needed like a high quality photo for the thumbnail that would fit, just the color marcations that I was trying to do. And the levels to make sure it looked even. But yeah, so I didn't love that photo of Karen, but it's not that recent of a photo, but yeah. All right, let's bring up Taurus with the T next. Taurus with the T, what did you want to share about some of these hot topics?
Hey, Camp. Happy Thursday.
You too. I can't believe it's Thursday.
I believed I missed the live on Monday about Karen's interview, so I did watch it, and I'm very disappointed in Karen and the way how she performed during that interview, because let's be for real. What did she say? Let's get this straight. She was definitely performing in that interview. Let's be clear. She was definitely performing in that interview, and I think she might be still in denial with some of the things that she was saying. And the fact that Ray 20 years ago was telling her that maybe she needed to seek help and she didn't tells me everything I need to know. If I were her, I would stay clear. So I think her advice going to Wendy is very rich. Because considering you got out of jail and you're acting as though like you're healed, although she said she will be having sober living, just the way that she's speaking about it tells me that she's not ready. And I need Ashley to leave. The fact that she is so comfortable going on interviews after interviews, talking about stuff that's happening at the reunion, that again just indicates that you have had no storyline. In fact, you and Giselle have the same storyline, and we need you off of TV. I'm also just now getting into OG Roni, and I don't really care for the trailer of Rhode Island because New Jersey and New York kind of give the same taste with some of the Italian references.
Yeah.
And I think adding on another franchise with that would just be too much. It would be oversaturated. They should have went to another southern city or something. But of course, we've been telling them that for years and they just refuse to listen to us. So why not put the smallest state on TV like we care? We don't care. That's it.
Damn. Thanks, Dorothy T. Wow. I mean, valid points all around. I will say this. Ashley did say, I saw another clip because I didn't watch Ashley's interview. Sorry, Rachel. But I did see another clip where she talks about, they bring up the fact that people keep saying that she doesn't have a storyline. She says they filmed a lot, but it wasn't shown. And she said, that's something I'm going to have to talk to the network about and things like that. What else did they show of Ashley? Her singing? No. What else did they show of your life, Ashley? You could have used this interview to highlight it. You could have literally said, well, I did this during the season, I did this during the season, I did this during the season, and they didn't show it. And that happens. That happens a lot. And we've heard this before from other people. Ashley's just not likable anymore. Not likable anymore. Every time I see Ashley and there's a clip of Ashley, people are dragging her in the comments. It's very few people that are like, oh my gosh, Ashley does it for me. And the singing too.
The lies.
But okay. All right, let me bring up Elijah next. Elijah, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing good. Well, not as good seeing that clip of Ashley. But anyway, what I was going to say is I'm excited for Rhode Island. I want to give it a chance. I feel like it could give Salt Lake City potentially. Okay. And I feel like Salt Lake City can be also a little bit performative too. So I feel like they can, let's see if they can do it in a way that, that eats. You know what I'm saying? That's first.
Based off the edit.
Secondly, yeah, exactly. And then secondly, what I want to say is this. I am completely against, obviously, what Wendy, did or allegedly did, whatever. But to me, I just feel like the fact that when you bring up Ashley's non-existent storyline, she says, I don't care what they have to say. I supposedly filmed a lot. It had to be a whole lot of nothing. It's nothing. There was nothing there. It's Neverland.
Well, I'll say this, not to interrupt you, but I will say this. Based on what I've heard from very reliable sources, the season was a drag for the most part. And even they felt it. That's why I said to you guys, you're going to see Ashley and Giselle working overtime to produce moments. So you're probably right. It probably really was nothing that they wanted to highlight.
Yeah, I feel like it's a whole lot of nothing. She came on trying to peddle, but her family storyline that had nothing to really in reality do with her. Okay. It was a little weird. You know what I'm saying? It's a little weird. And she's always been talking about what Wendy should and shouldn't be doing, but she's not worried about what she's not doing for the show. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Wendy has a storyline, you don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I'm just tired of Ashley overall. And I just hope that, I feel like we've asked them to go to other cities, and maybe they're not going to the cities we'd like them to go to, but I do feel like maybe this is also a way for them to little by little do away with older cities by trying newer cities, you know what I'm saying?
Like getting rid of Jersey for Rhode Island?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like low-key they may want to move in a different direction, and maybe that's their way of kind of putting some other ones to bed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really, really all I have to say.
Well, Melissa Gorga recently said in an interview that they are casting for New Jersey, so I don't know. But I mean, maybe if this is successful, they'll stop casting. Who knows?
I mean, I would like to see New Jersey back, and I am happy for Melissa and Teresa too about that. Rather Teresa and Joe. Whatever the reasoning is, I mean, I feel like they're family. I don't agree that family always needs to stay in your life, but they're the only two siblings. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of heavy. And I think a
bunch of cousins.
Exactly, and I think a lot of these reality stars let reality TV get in the way, like Simone and Jackie. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just weird. I don't know.
Jackie delivered her kids. That's kind of crazy.
Unless this whole time Jackie's been a snake, I don't know. I really don't know because.
Have you met Jackie?
Jackie?
I agree with you. She probably has always been a snake and hateful.
Yeah, snake and fake.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Elisha, for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Dr. Jackie Luther King Jr. over there. All right, let's bring up Duchess D. Duchess D, what did you want to share about these hot topics?
I came in so late. I had a meeting. Oh my goodness.
How dare that? On a Thursday?
I know, right? But it was very important. It's for something very good that I'm working on. So I'm very happy about that.
Okay.
Very quickly about Rhode Island. I'll give it a try. I didn't think I was going to like Salt Lake City, and now it's my favorite.
Right.
But I will say, like, I know people are like, why don't we get this city or why don't we get that city? If I remember correctly, it always comes down to whether or not they can cast it. And sometimes you can go to a city, like I think it was like Chicago or some other big city that they tried to do, but they couldn't build the cast.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, the mega wealthy aren't going to do these shows. And they don't want people who, you know, look broke. They want that happy medium of delusional middle class. And you can't always find that everywhere, but it really comes down to casting. And then Karen, I didn't call in Monday because I was still trying to work through my thoughts about it.
Oh.
Happy she got viewers for the episode, but I think she was doing a lot of covering for future slip-ups, if that's the correct way to say it.
Do tell.
So, like, you know, she doesn't just outwardly say, I am an alcoholic now. No one's going to be as hard on her. They'll be hard on her, but not as hard on her if she gets caught with a drink in her hand a year from now. I think she's trying to, like, kind of work through this in a way where she thinks she's going to slip up or she doesn't want to get too much heat for slipping up. But she's still going to get it because, girl, you have 2 DUIs and 2 alcohol-related instances. But that's what I think she was trying to do, just preemptively cover her butt.
Duchess D, thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too. I love how you guys have lives. Look, work and stuff. Oh, wait, this is work for me. But if you're part of the replay, we want to hear your thoughts. I get it. Not all of you can take a lunch break right now. Maybe you're busy. You have other things. Maybe you're sleeping because you have to work later and you're watching us. Let us know in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know your thoughts on all of the topics that we've talked about so far. Noda Queen is backstage. Noda Queen, what did you want to share? Noda Queen?
Hey, hold on.
Oh, all right. We're holding on. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the post office. I had to park.
Oh, yes, please do. Do not drive and call in.
Yes, I had to park. But all I want to say is Rhode Island. I'll see what you say. I'll see what you say before I make up my mind. But I was not too impressed with the trailer. But growing pains. I'll give them grace. As far as Karen's interview go, like I said on Monday, it was about ratings in the first place. So I'm not surprised that they got the highest ratings. They knew they would, which is why they did it.
Yeah.
And for Ashley, I literally just finished watching that video before you went live. And I tried so hard to finish Ashley's part. I just couldn't. She needs to go. It's just, she brings nothing. Even when she tries to give us something, she brings nothing. Maybe if she took the energy she put into trying to produce other people's lives into her own life, maybe it'd be interesting enough for them to put it on the show. But at this point in time, she needs to go. I even saw she said she gave her blood, sweat, and tears to this show, so she deserves to be here. Your blood, sweat, and tears are nasty. We don't want them. They're boring. Let it go. It's time for her to go. It's her time.
Yeah.
You tried it. It's over.
I think so. I definitely agree with that. All right, Noda Queen, thanks for calling in.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Yeah, I do think it's time for her to go. Not even come back as a friend of. I don't think she could come back as a friend of. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much, Moira. Wait, Moira? Moira, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Be sure to thank Moira. Thank you, Moira. Represent Yourself Legal says, not the In Vogue interlude. I mean, she said, hold on. So I said, okay. I used to love that song. Remember that? The 90s, man. The 90s. All right. Tish is backstage. Hey, Tish, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire. I just wanted to say that you look good. That's literally all.
You didn't have thoughts on anything? Well, first of all, thank you. But you didn't have thoughts on anything else?
I do. With the Wendy situation, I don't know. I kind of feel like, are they supposed to dumb themselves down and then be accused of being performative? Or are they supposed to just keep being themselves, but then they get accused of just not being, I guess, humble? So that's the only thing where
people are still going to have an opinion about how they're acting.
Yeah, either way. So that's the only thing I'm kind of like wrestling with in my mind.
Yeah.
Thoughts about today, but you look good.
Thank you. Have a great day, Tish. All right, y'all. And on that note, we've been live for almost an hour and a half, which is fine. I know you're used to 2-3 hours, but I'm sure some of my fellow content creators have posted videos. Maybe they're live. You can go support them. Tell them I sent you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be sure to check out our sponsors in the description. Thank you to everyone that sends in Super Chats, Cash Apps, Venmos, things like that. You know, we rely on you guys for us to continue to develop things and create partnerships and things like that. So thank you for liking the video already. If you're watching the replay, please like the video. Please leave a comment. And if you haven't already, get your tickets for the Kempire After Dark, a live show. Let's sell out this show together. We usually sell out in New York. However, I told you it's important to sell it out quicker. Quicker. But you can also get a live stream ticket if you cannot make it in person in New York City. But I'm telling you, you're missing out on tea being spilled at the meet and greet, tea being spilled after the show, before the show, during the show. So go get your tickets today. Ticket information will be available in the description. Thank you to our Kings Guards. Thank you to our channel members. Become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. Today was a members only live chat, but there are all kinds of really cool benefits for being a member here. Shout out to all of our members. We appreciate you guys. And of course, thank you to our subscribers. We appreciate you as well. And maybe you just watch in the bushes, but you are a subscriber. We appreciate you all. All right. And if you're not a subscriber, get subscribed. You're missing out. You're missing out on notifications. You're missing out on posts. You're missing out when we have a last minute live like this. All right. Thank you, Assets. Assets was watching on Twitch. Be sure to follow us on Twitch too, guys. Twitch.tv/TheKempire. Assets says, I have my live stream ticket. We'll be watching from Norway. Thank you, Assets. Appreciate you. Miss Neen says, I loved Karen's interview, 8 out of 10. And I feel for that. I feel that for a week after being in jail, she handled herself greatly. That's the important thing to note. That interview was done a week after she got out from jail. It will be interesting to see how many months later her doing this interview, doing this conversation at the reunion will be. Clarity. And again, this is part of the reason people kind of want to see her next season, to see if we see that growth and accountability and things like that. I don't know if this is the right environment for someone going through what she's going through, but I do think that Karen probably would be able to handle herself a lot better than a Katie Rose, because I feel like she does have support systems that will be in place. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see what that looks like. The Real Housewives of Rhode Island trailer, it didn't sell me, but it is a trailer. I will definitely give it a watch just because, very much like what someone else just said, a lot of people did not want to hear about Salt Lake City, and now Salt Lake City has become a really, really great show. Performative in some instances, but still very entertaining to watch. We shall see. We shall definitely see. All right. Dr. Simone has unfollowed Dr. Jackie. I'm sure that's going to be talked about during the reunion. Andy Cohen is asking for your reunion questions, so go leave him a comment. I can't. I'm blocked. Sorry. All right. Anyway, let's continue this conversation with the replay crew in the comments section. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Go check out the new merch that we have for houseofkempire.com. Bye, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. For more information on the podcast, head on over to KempireRadio.com.